Alright, here we go. The capture-recapture technique was used to estimate a population of seals in 2012. 60 seals were caught, tagged and released. Later, 120 seals were caught at random. 30 of these 120 seals had been tagged. The estimated population of seals in 2012 was 11% less than the estimated population for 2008. What was the estimated population for 2008? Okay, well, it was 11% less, right? Well, what we've got 60 seals were caught, tagged, and released. We want to work out what the population was first of all, because if I can work out the population in 2012, well, then I can work out the population in 2008 as well, right? So the way it works is through this recapture and recapture technique. That's a very common question that they ask in the HSC, so you better get ready for this. This is a very common and very simple, straightforward kind of example. Here we go. You know that 30 of the 120 seals have been tagged when you try to do it the second time, right? So you know that you've got a ratio of 30 out of 120 that were tagged. You know that the original one you did 60 seals were caught, right? So 60 were caught and tagged out of the whole population, right? Which we'll label it as N. So can you see that 60 over N must equal to 30 over 120? Yeah. Make sense? Yeah. So then you got to go and what did we say what we do when you make fractions the same and they're equal? You have to
see which one's a higher number times
by cross multiplying. Yeah, you want to times it when the fractions are equal. You cross multiply. So that's 30n, which equals to 60 times 120. That gives you 7,200, and then we get n equals to n equals to 240, right? Because I just did divide by 30 and I did put it in my calculator. It gives me n as 240. So the estimated population in 2012 was 11% less than the estimated population in 2008. So that's 240, which means that's smaller than the population in 2008. Cool? So then 89%, because if it's smaller, we get 100 and we take away, 89% equals to 240. We want to know how much 100% equals to. All right. Now, personally, my way is I would divide by 89, and then times by 100. Okay. And the reason why I would divide by 89 is because I'll get into 1%. So divide by 89, divide by 89. 89 over 89 is 1%. Is equal to 240 over 89. So that's roughly 2.69 or so, right? And then how do I change 1% to 100%? I times it by 100. That's it. And then I get 100% must equal to 269.66, right, from the calculator. And then that roughly gives you how many crocodiles? 270 crocodiles. Alrighty? Yeah.